Losing a member of your favorite band almost feels like you're going through a breakup, and it can weigh heavy on us fans. So, since we're in the middle of Sad Girl Fall, let's break down some of the most shocking band exits throughout the years. Not to pour salt on a perpetually opened wound, but there comes a point in every band's life where growth and great change are bound to happen. Some we see coming, but it still doesn't lessen the shock factor. We could probably all pinpoint exactly where we were the day that Zayn Malik announced his departure from One Direction back in 2015 to embark on his solo endeavors, dropping his Mind of Mine record the following year. Zayn opened up to British Vogue in 2018, explaining the reason for his departure, saying, quote, "We went from theaters to arenas to stadiums. There was never any sort of bridge between. Just boom, boom, boom." Adding, I guess that kind of progression to any mind, but especially when you're 17, 18, it kind of affects you a little bit. While the rest of the guys still remain in occasional contact, it seems Zayn has removed himself from the 1D narrative, telling the outlet, "People take it different ways, especially when there are 5 different personalities. The relationships had broken apart." Yup, still hurts 6 years later. Former Little Mix member Jessie Nelson also took a page from the British band's book, leaving the group a year ago, not long after her rep confirmed she would be taking an extended hiatus due to health reasons. After being open about her struggles in the spotlight, which led her mental health to deteriorate, Jessie opened up about her decision to take a step back on Instagram in a since-deleted post that read, "There comes a time in life when we need to reinvest in taking care of ourselves rather than focusing on making other people happy, and I feel like now is the time to begin that process. So after much consideration and with a heavy heart, I'm announcing I'm leaving Little Mix." Her now permanent hiatus has since landed her a solo career in which she wasted no time in dropping her first single, Boys, featuring Nicki Minaj. Camila Cabello called it quits from Fifth Harmony back in 2016 when the band announced via their official social media accounts in a super suspect statement that read, "After 4.5 years of being together, we have been informed via her representatives that Camila has decided to leave Fifth Harmony. We wish her well." For a while, it was unclear whether Camila left the girls on good terms, especially after the 2017 VMAs performance allegedly shading Camila when 5 bodies quickly became 4 as they kicked off their performance. Camila has since gone on to find success in her own solo endeavors, releasing multiple Grammy-nominated songs, including Havana, and her smash hit collab Senorita with now ex Shawn Mendes, and she even tacked on acting to her lengthy resume, starring as Cinderella in the Amazon original film released earlier this year. Justin Timberlake also made a name for himself in showbiz since leaving the popular 90s boy band NSYNC in 2002 to embark on his own solo career and even star in a few classic rom-coms. Justin's debut album Justified was released the same year he left the band and led him to become a 10-time Grammy winner. So you're welcome for getting Sexy Back replaying in your head for the rest of the day. More than a decade later, in 2013, Justin went back to his roots, surprising the 2013 VMAs audience with an unforgettable NSYNC reunion, singing a medley of their classic sing-along hits Girlfriend and Bye Bye Bye. The Black Eyed Peas' very own Duchess Fergie was a pivotal part of the group in the 2000s until she stepped away to pursue a solo career in 2006, dropping smash hits including Fergalicious, Glamorous, and London Bridge. She then returned to the group 3 years later in 2009 and ultimately took an indefinite hiatus in 2011, but did not return as the Missing P when they reunited again in 2018. Just last year, will.i.am explained to Billboard that Fergie has been focusing on being a mom to her and ex-husband Josh Duhamel's son Axel Jack, saying, quote, "That's a hard job and that's what she really wants to do and we're here for her and she knows how to contact us for a retreat or a breakaway." Nick, Joe, and Kevin Jonas have also all gone on to start their own things as well, but the Jonas Brothers were forced to do a little bit of soul searching after splitting in 2013, which Nick has since revealed was his fault. He explained during an interview on CBS Sunday Morning, quote, "I had a very tough conversation with them where I laid it out for them."
I said, I feel like the Jonas Brothers should be no more and we should go on individual journeys. And didn't go so well.
Thankfully, there was a happy ending in sight as the band celebrated their reunion in 2019 with their smash hit single Sucker, and now that they're back together, we still get to live out our teenage boy band dreams. And for even more shocking news on Camila Cabello, click right over here for her latest truth bomb. Then let us know in the comments which of these band departures you're still not over and which members you hope reunite soon. For now, I'm your host Carly Henderson. You can find me on social media at carlyhenderson_, and I'll see you soon.